Hey everybody, it's Langdon Reed, and as you can see, I'm missing my partner, Will Reed. He's late here this morning. I don't know what's going on. He did text me to say that he had a lot going on, a lot happening. It was kind of chaotic, to be honest with you, when he was telling me that he was late, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and start truck time because you know we got schedule, we got things to do. So anyway, he just pulled up, and so I wanted to go ahead and get things started. Somebody's trying to break in.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late. I gotta get my coffee.
No problem, buddy.
Just hold on right just 1 second.
Hold on just a minute. I'm not sure what's going on here. He just put something in, he just put something in my truck and then left.
Oh, you pick it? You picked him up? That's cool.
That is cool.
Did y'all get acquainted?
Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's cool.
It's a kid. It's a goat.
It is a kid. It's a goat
kid.
You give him my kid back.
Right.
All right, that's fine.
Like you didn't have enough kids to start with.
Right, exactly.
You got another one.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a onesie.
He's fine. All right.
Is that a goat wearing a onesie for real?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. It's not just any.
Okay. All right, well, so I was.
Look.
Can y'all see this? This boy's representing right here.
The Statler brother onesie.
Oh
Okay.
gosh, they're gonna sell out of those.
Okay. So anyway, he's
All right,
fine. He's fine.
so I
She's
was
fine.
I didn't. You said you were late.
Fine.
It
Yeah.
sounded like
Man,
a lot was going on.
I'm sorry. I'm out of breath.
It's
I'm
raining
really sorry.
here this morning. Don't spill your coffee.
No, it's fine.
And then you open the door. Number one, you're late. Okay, with these people, they deserve.
Hey,
better
I'm
than
sorry.
that.
Hey.
Okay, and then you
I
open the
apologize
door
to
and then you
everybody.
throw a goat in my truck and
Well,
then you take off again.
Things
And now-
got complicated today. I didn't want to let you down and say that I couldn't do truck time.
Well, I appreciate that.
You know,
It's not
So,
about me, Will.
It's not like he takes
about
up a
them.
whole lot of room.
It's about our people.
I understand it, and,
You know, you're not letting
and
them
that's
down.
why we're here.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do the introduction?
Well, I told him who I was because
Did you?
I was here, but I told
What
him.
about the Wilson Fairchild?
No, I didn't do that.
All right.
No, I haven't done that.
Hey, be careful. It's raining. I think it's okay right now, but I don't want to be too loud on the camera.
I know, because the microphones are up to the windshield.
Right.
And then there's water droplets that hit the windshield.
Right. Hello, everybody. I'm Will Reed.
And I'm Langdon Reed.
I thought you said you already did that part.
Well, I did the Langdon Reed. Yes, I did.
And we're Wilson Fairchild.
All right, just do it again then. I won't do mine.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Will Reed. And we're Wilson Fairchild.
Yes. And
Back in the truck.
Wilson Fairchild +1.
He ain't bothering nobody.
No, not at all.
He ain't bothering nobody. Hey, just
No.
act like he's not even here. Well, I mean, you don't
Okay.
have to. You
All
don't
right.
have to.
Well, there's a goat in my truck.
Has there ever been a goat in your truck before today?
I think so. Is that the right answer? I don't know. I don't know what. So
Well, what?
a man just doesn't get into another man's truck with a goat and not feel the need for an explanation.
I'm
gonna pull over here just a little bit, so in case you need to start talking, I don't want the rain droplets to interrupt the explanation.
Well, that's fine. No, I had to get back into the my animal daycare that I had done in the past, the livestock daycare where I take care of people's animals during the day. You remember?
Right. I do. Just
Okay.
a refresh on that.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's like child daycare, but it's animal daycare. I do it during the day for all types of different animals.
such as
livestock, goats, sheep, puppies, cordelins, lizards, whatever it takes.
whatever somebody needs.
Whatever the need calls for.
Okay.
Anyway, I thought that was over, but then, I spent all my money at Christmas,
Yeah, that was.
and January was getting a little long in the tooth. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
And we're getting busy this summer, but
Yeah.
I just need some in-between money.
Right.
And I tried delivering pizzas, and that got weird because people would want me to sing when I delivered the pizza.
Right.
Like, hey, I know you.
And you're like, I don't run that kind of operation.
That's what I tell them. I don't run that kind of operation. I'm just trying to pick up some January money.
Right.
Right?
Who doesn't want
Right.
January money?
So then I had a call on this goat, and I was like, you know what? I could do that. And then I knew it was truck time day, but I thought if you wouldn't mind if Mr. GOAT came along for the ride.
Not at all.
Isn't he nice?
He is nice.
He is good.
It looks. kind of reminiscent of a llama a little bit.
It does look like a miniature llama.
Doesn't
it
it?
really does. Look.
Yeah.
He's cool though.
He is cool.
Look how
fella.
nice he is.
He's a nice one.
I mean, he's not headbutting anybody.
Mm-mm.
No, look.
Oh yeah, it feels good. Right. Yeah, right. Just a little. Oh yeah, right there.
You know, the other thing too is, and this is not an insult, so don't you think that.
You need to blow your nose or anything? You good? All right.
Every time I look at him,
Yeah.
I think about that scene in Star Wars when they're up at the bar. He looks like one of those dudes.
He does, doesn't he? Yes.
So anyway, the owner
Dude.
told me at first they thought he was Nubian, and I said, well, I don't think he's Nubian because I know from the Mummy movies those people are from the South Sudan,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And they said, well, maybe he's not, and they said, oh, that's right, he's a Nigerian dwarf, and I was like, you can't say that.
Nigerian?
Dwarf.
Oh, dwarf.
I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
So
Well,
I
if
said,
you can't, we apologize and we'll try to edit that out. But
but I think they think he's a Nigerian dwarf, and I'm not really sure what you do with him, but I'm just keeping him for today.
well,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And you say that January money's pretty good on the livestock babysitting.
Oh yeah,
services.
rates are high.
Rates are high right
Rates
now.
are high on that. Yeah.
Hey, I guess you've inflated your prices as well.
I had to
Kind
inflate.
of what we talked about last week with the inflation. And you
Well,
just-
oh sure. And whenever I set
Yeah.
prices for animal daycare, I always wait and see what the Fed does.
everything's based on what the Fed does.
So once I get the Fed report, then I can tell people per animal what it's
So they'll be
take.
like, Will, I've got a Nigerian Nubian dwarf. How
Right.
much is that going to cost me if you watch him for 3 days?
Right,
And then you
exactly.
say, hold on just a minute. And then you read the Fed report.
I say, what's the Fed doing? Right.
Right.
Or you know, and then I project it out. What's the Fed gonna do?
Yeah.
And most usually on these, I'll wait till like, what's the Fed gonna do in March before I'll set a goat price.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just good business.
Well, you got to.
It is.
You got to these days.
You really did.
That's fine. Hey, and he does. You know, he makes good noises, but I guess he feels comfortable around you because he's not making any.
Oh, yeah, so if he's not
I
comfortable,
mean, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that.
Right.
He does. Yeah. You want to do any of that?
so is he doing that because he's anxious or scared, or he's comfortable? What are you saying? The noise comes.
They
with what?
say most usually he's kind of spoiled like a puppy.
Yeah.
That he does that if he's not getting enough attention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I do that.
Oh, I know. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
We'll be riding down the road, and like if I haven't said something to you in like 7 or 8 minutes or something, and Will start.
Right. Exactly. Right. I've done that.
Did I startle him?
I think he thought it was his people.
He thought I was in Star Wars.
I think he thought for just for a minute, man, that sounds like my people. Right.
Any? Does he have a name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to share that, or is that like client confidentiality?
You know, I don't think
we can't.
I don't think I'm under contract to not reveal his name. I don't think anybody minds.
Right.
Mr.GOAT. I think that's his name is Mr.GOAT.
Mr. Goat.
Yeah.
That's what it says on his papers. Everything.
Mr. Goat, he's a good one.
What's up? What's up, fella? He's got a diaper on and a onesie.
Yeah, well, it's essential. You don't want any accidents,
No.
right?
No.
You know what? He'll probably stand right up here.
Come on. Jump on in here, fella. Yeah. Can you see this thing?
That's okay.
No. Don't get nervous.
He's tap dancing.
He is. Put your head up. Good posture.
That's fine. It's good. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's a little nervous to stand or something.
That's all right.
All right. So
Anyway, you know, I think. No, again, thank you for being so understanding. I've always said that about you. Langdon is so understanding.
Appreciate it. No problem.
You know, that for my need and the need of Mr. GOAT. No, I'm serious, right?
Right. No, you're serious.
And I think this thing's going to work out for short term. This animal daycare. It was weird with him.
Yeah.
Most usually, it's like a 6-8 hour thing that I do right during the day. They didn't say when they were coming back to get him.
Oh, okay. This is kind of indefinite.
So I'm thinking, you know, payday. You know, I'm thinking payday, like I could keep him for a couple, 3 days,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
but now that I think back on it, they didn't say when they were coming back to get him.
How about like, do I get any kickbacks or anything since the goat is actually somewhat under my care right now?
You want kickbacks?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give you kickbacks.
And I mean, I have,
wait,
I have
wait,
video
see,
to prove it.
whoa. Wait and see what the Fed does. Wait and see what the Fed does, and then I can work you in on a kickback.
All right. See what we can do there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I guess finally anything that, I mean, you just watch them and just care for them, or did you train them or anything, or is there any of these?
I do train for an extra fee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and on him.
What's that cost of the fee?
Well, I have to see what the Fed does.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And on him in particular, they wanted 3 different areas of training.
Oh, really? Okay. So
Yeah.
that you can specify, Will, I'd like for you to care for my goat, for my Mr. Goat.
Yeah.
And I would like these 3 things for you to work on him with.
One of them was kind of strange, I thought. First on the list was they want him to be able to make a sandwich. And I said, a sandwich for him or a sandwich for you?
Right.
And they said, no, he's kind of a Nubian servant. I said, well, he's not Nubian. He's that Nigerian dwarf. And they said, well, make a sandwich, for us, like he who works in the house, basically.
Right.
He has a job,
Right, a purpose.
He has a purpose.
Right.
They want him to be able to make a sandwich.
Like, hey, Mr. Goat, make me a tuna fish sandwich.
And on the and that
happens.
Right, exactly. And I told, again, we've talked about this forever with dogs, not having opposable thumbs. I think it's gonna be difficult him dealing with the bread.
It is.
But who knows? Maybe we can do this.
No, everything's possible.
Maybe we can do this. Making a sandwich.
Right there,
See?
Mr. Goat.
Make a sandwich.
Sandwich shop.
Right.
That's one thing.
Yeah. The other
You said
one.
3.
Yeah, I said 3. I remember the third one.
Yeah. Well,
the other one. I did it before. Did you remember what the second one was?
I thought it had something to do with the picture that we posted yesterday with this guy being around. Guitars.
Yeah, guitar tech.
And so that's still in motion.
That's exactly
That's
right.
how this started, because you told me
I know
that you had hired a new guitar tech, and I'm
Right.
like, well, what's his name? And then you're like, it gets crazy, and then I'm like, well, where's this guy from? And you're like, yeah, it's kind of funny
I
too.
said South Sudan, but I was wrong. Right, and he said, no, I want him to change guitar strings. That's right.
Yeah,
That's the old one.
Well, again, the opposable thumbs thing,
it's gonna
that's
be
gonna be tricky.
It's gonna be tricky turning the keys.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, fella. I just
Right.
wanted to see.
Right.
We got a split hoof here.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're supposed to be.
Yeah, right. No, I'm just saying.
So
that's
then,
gonna be tricky.
after that, also, no, the other one was teaching him how to yodel. These people said, I said, how's that different than what he already does?
Right.
And they said, well, what he does,
it's more of a bray,
right?
maybe.
Yeah,
A bray. You're
Right.
going from bray to yodel.
right. They said we want more of a Jimmy Rogers, like number 9 type thing. Olay, 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 olay.
But he hasn't done it
He's
yet.
not doing
He's
it
not
yet.
doing it.
Olay, olay.
No, I don't hear
he did
anything.
move his mouth though.
He did. I think
he
he's
did move
wanting
his
to.
mouth.
The desire is there, and that's the important part. I can see that the seed has been planted. So
Olay, 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 olay.
I think seriously, it's all downhill from here with the yodel, because it's there. I can tell it's internal.
It's
the
there.
passion is
all
what-
things are possible. It's there. I
Yeah.
think it's there.
That's awesome.
So we got a lot of work to do.
We do.
But anyway.
Yeah. Sorry we're going a little long here this morning, but again, it was chaotic, and then
No, it's okay.
we got in, and
No, we're good.
so
Yeah.
anyway, Mr. Goat.
Yeah. All right. It's bath
So-
time. Can you get us back?
How
please?
much do you charge for him to yodel, to train him to yodel? I'm just curious.
Depends on what the Fed says.
Oh, gotcha.
I've checked with the Fed.
I got you. So you really just got to check with the Fed.
I gotta check
See
with the
what-
Fed.
All right. All right. Well,
all right.
I'm glad you made it. I'm glad Mr. Goat's doing good,
Back to work.
and keep us updated on
Absolutely.
on yodeling and
Yeah.
sandwich making and that kind of stuff.
He's really comfortable with you. I'm
Well, that's good.
surprised.
Really?
I'm really surprised.
Is it my intimidating presence, maybe, that you were thought that has an effect on people, or?
Well, I just think it's your overbearing personality. But I mean, other than that, it's wonderful. This is wonderful.
This is wonderful.
Hey, shh. He wants to go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Shh.
We're gonna go on so you can go to sleep.
Okay.
All right.
Check in with the